Welcome to The Buried Truth, where we uncover the stories hidden beneath the surface. Tonight's story takes us to a small, picturesque town, blanketed in a fresh layer of snow. Christmas lights were twinkling on every house, casting a warm, magical glow. It was the kind of scene you'd see on a holiday card. Inside one of those cozy little houses, a mother named Sarah was busy preparing for her daughter's favorite holiday. She strung lights, baked cookies, and wrapped presents, all for her daughter, Emma. Emma was growing up so fast, a young woman now, full of life and dreams. She had recently met a new boyfriend, Daniel, just a few months ago. He was charming, handsome, and seemed to make Emma incredibly happy. Sarah, like any good mother, tried her best to be supportive. She welcomed Daniel into their home, smiled at his jokes, and listened as Emma talked endlessly about their future together. She wanted nothing more than for her daughter to be happy. But deep down, a quiet, persistent voice whispered that something wasn't right. It was a feeling she couldn't explain, a cold knot in her stomach whenever Daniel was around. She dismissed it as being overprotective, a mother struggling to let her daughter go. After all, Emma was an adult. She could make her own choices. A mother's instinct, however, never truly lies. It was Christmas Eve, and the air was filled with anticipation. Emma came bounding into the kitchen, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "Mom, you won't believe it. Daniel promised me a special surprise tonight. He said it's something that will change our lives forever." Sarah forced a smile, her heart doing a strange little flip. "That's wonderful, sweetheart," she said, her voice sounding much calmer than she felt. But as she watched her daughter get ready, carefully choosing her dress and humming a happy tune, that knot in her stomach tightened. A special surprise. The words echoed in her mind, not with joy, but with a sense of dread. She had a very, very bad feeling about this. Hours crawled by. Emma, looking radiant, gave her mom a final hug and left for Daniel's house, her smile lighting up the cold night. The door closed behind her, and the house was suddenly, crushingly silent. Sarah tried to busy herself, tidying up the kitchen, watching a Christmas movie, anything to distract herself from the gnawing anxiety. She tried to sleep, but the house felt cavernously empty. The familiar comfort of her home had been replaced by a chilling sense of foreboding. Every creak of the floorboards, every whisper of the wind against the window pane, sent a jolt of fear through her. She checked her phone again and again. No messages. She told herself she was being ridiculous. Emma was just having a wonderful Christmas Eve with the man she loved. Around 11:40 in the evening, just as the town was settling into a peaceful holiday slumber, a sound shattered the quiet. It was a shout, loud and sharp, tearing through the neighborhood. It was a sound of pure terror. Sarah's heart didn't just race, it felt like it stopped completely. In an instant, she knew. She didn't hesitate. She grabbed her coat from the hook by the door, not even bothering to put on her boots, and ran out into the freezing night. The pristine white snow was falling gently, but as she rounded the corner to Daniel Street, she saw something that would be burned into her memory forever. The beautiful, clean snow was stained with a deep, dark red, and there, on the porch, was her daughter. Emma was lying on the cold wood, barely conscious, her beautiful Christmas dress torn and soaked. Neighbors were starting to peek out of their doors, their faces a mixture of shock and confusion. Whispers started to spread through the cold air like a virus. It turned out Daniel had planned everything. The special surprise wasn't a ring, but a trap. He had staged a fake proposal, getting down on one knee under the porch light. But when Emma, tears of joy in her eyes, said yes, his charming mask had dropped. The surprise was a brutal, violent attack. His intentions were never love. They were control and cruelty. He had wanted to break her, to own her, and when he couldn't, he tried to destroy her. Sarah fell to her knees beside her daughter, the icy ground not even registering. She held Emma in her arms, her own tears freezing on her cheeks as they fell. All the while, one thought screamed in her mind. Her instincts, the ones she had dismissed as being overprotective, the ones she felt guilty for, they had been right all along. The quiet voice hadn't been a mother's worry. It had been a warning. The wail of sirens cut through the night. Police arrived quickly, their efficiency a stark contrast to the chaos and horror of the scene. They secured the area, and paramedics carefully moved Emma onto a stretcher. Sarah refused to leave her side. Later that night, police found and arrested Daniel. Justice would be served. But the scars, both visible and invisible, would remain. Emma survived the physical attack, but the trauma of that night would last a lifetime. The long road to healing, both physical and emotional, had just begun. Sarah stayed by her daughter's side through every hospital visit, every therapy session, every sleepless night filled with nightmares. She made a silent vow, a promise to the universe, that she would never again doubt her own intuition, and she would never let anyone harm her daughter again. In the distance, the Christmas lights of the town continued to flicker, their cheerful colors now a mocking reminder of a holiday forever tainted by violence. For Sarah and Emma, the world would never feel quite as safe again. Their sense of security was shattered, replaced by the chilling knowledge that evil can wear the most convincing of masks. The lesson from this harrowing night is one we should all take to heart. A mother's instinct is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It's a primal, protective gut feeling that science can't always explain. Never ignore it, especially when love seems to be hiding a very real danger. Trust that inner voice, it might just save a life. Thank you for joining us on The Buried Truth. If this story resonated with you, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with others. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you read the first to know when we uncover more hidden truths. Stay safe, and always trust your instincts.